Right up the middle. With a little quick hitter.
Yeah, quick hitter by Deerlake. Coach, I decided to come out and get a different vantage point to see the game. It's actually pretty nice.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Now, Miss B did an outstanding job out here. It was hot then, though. It's overcast now.
So they got that cloud up there.
Yeah, Deerlake, second down. Full house backfield, Coach. One receiver out wide. And they run it weak side. Montford all over it. That's going to be a loss of 3 yards. It's going to bring up fourth down. With third down and fourth down in the box. Third down for Deerlake. Kids not as big on these offensive defensive line as the last two teams we've seen. Nice little rollout. Nice defensive play by Montford. A really, really nice form tackle by number 15 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, he shook him up when he hit him on that tackle. He came off on that one.
Nice design in the play by Deerlake. Better defensive execution by Montford. Now it's sending the man deep, but we're not kicking the ball.
Deerlake had that real nice young running back last year.
Nice, and the ball is picked off.
Pick six.
Yeah, I think he's going to go. He is tackled. Nice tackle by the lineman, not giving up. I tell you, Coach, even though that ended in an interception, Deerlake has had two nice design plays. They just were not executed fully. But Montford takes advantage right there.
A little diversity in their offense already earlier than when we saw them last year, even though, they made it to the championship round, and they may do it again this year. But that's the first interception we've seen today.
All right.
Good size quarterback.
Yeah, very nice size.
Good.
Needs to put his mouthpiece in. That's typically garner you a penalty. Little buck action there. And goes nowhere. Deerlake all over that. Reading their keys very well. Got right to the ball carrier.
Yeah, they are small on that defensive line. They're going to have to be able to be very quick and get to the ball with a lot of helmets on it.
Yes, I think the biggest teams we've seen today up front have been Nims, Fairview, and Cobb.
And we saw two of them in the same game.
Yes, goodness.
A high school coach, offensive line coach would be salivating.
Yes, I was going to say that. Remember, Griffin had a good offense, big line too as well. Montford right up the gut.
He had a nice hole there, but they closed that hole up quickly on him.
Yeah, they closed it quickly. I'm noticing the Montford quarterback not had with his mouthpiece in. That's been overlooked.
Did he not throw his mouthpiece aside?
I'm not sure. Bobble on the handoff.
And we had a player from Deerlake that didn't get off the field in time.
I would think Deerlake recovered that. But no.
They were a little lenient on that one because I'm looking at him at the 30-yard line. He was on the 3 and the 0, kind of jogging off. Typically, they're really strict about that.
All right, we got a fourth down play here coming up for the Mustangs.
It would be a big stop for Deerlake to be able to hold them here. This quarterback is going to keep the ball, though.
Yeah, he's going to get to that edge. That's an easy touchdown.
Well, just looking at their offense real quick, you kind of knew that was going to be their best option.
Yep. They tried to hand the ball off a couple times. Not really gotten a lot of production out of the backs.
Exactly.
And their quarterback looks like their best running back as well.
Yeah, didn't take us long to figure that out, though.
No, not at all. And they're going to go for 2. 4:43 to go in the first quarter.
What did we have final for the earlier game, Coach? 21-0?
21-0 was NIMS over Fairview. And we were talking about the teams that we thought stand out in class. And it looks like Cobb, NIMS, and then I guess Swift Creek. In my opinion, in that order. Cobb had a really strong running game. NIMS was able to attack you through the air. And Swift Creek had some balance, run and pass.
Well, Coach, who's in the same district that we have? Oh, Fairview, Griffin, NIMS, and Swift Creek are in one different district.
Okay.
So you got NIMS and you got NIMS, Swift Creek. So Swift Creek and NIMS in the same district. And you got Montford and Cobb in the same district. And Deerlake and Montford. Deerlake won last year.
All right, here we go.
Full house.
Deerlake, full house backfield. And Montford takes care of that real easy. I'm going to watch a little closer. Want everybody to pay attention to what's going on up front. That particular situation had the linebacker, the big tackles taking on the blockers for Deerlake, and the linebackers were able to run free. And that's what number 42 was able to make a nice tackle in the backfield. He's creeping to the line. And Deerlake breaks through. And there you see number 42 once again. Very interesting, Coach. We saw Raw come out in the I formation. And we see Deerlake in the full house backfield.
Full house backfield.
I didn't, you almost take for granted they don't even run those formations in modern day football.
He said in modern day football. Maybe they're counting on that being an advantage to them that most teams don't see.
Don't see it, maybe so. We're going to find out. All right, here we go. Deerlake breaks out. And we've got, it's got to be holding. You know, those are the ones that really bug me, where it's nowhere, it had nothing to do with the outcome of the play. And called on the very backside. I didn't see it. But then again, I'm looking at the front of the play. But here we are 15 yards down the field, and we get a holding call.
Right.
This is an opportunity to announce today's Jamboree is the Insight Game of the Week.
Insights Game of the Week. We got a...
Insights on Facebook and YouTube channel. Subscribe to Insights on Facebook.
Coach sitting outside here, got a young spectator up here. He said, he walked over, and who are you talking to?
Insights, taking a break. We'll be right back while you talk to your fans down there. And, Coach, you're back with the people imaginary people.
I guess so.
Up top,
there it is again. that the first time they tried to throw that, it was picked off. But like I said, well-designed play, Coach. And this time they're able to execute. Although number 14 is coming up a little hobbled right now.
Yeah, he's limping a little bit there. Number 14, Cameron Bryson, 8th grader tight end and linebacker. Ryan Sumner running to the sideline to get the play and come back. Let's hope that he can do that the rest of this today without getting a delay.
Yeah, Deerlake in no hurry. Oh, nice tackle. Just dumped him on top of his head.
Yeah, Coach, he's been in the weight room. He wanted to let you know that.
Apparently so.
Oh, the coach is over here loving it.
Coach, I even saw the fullback in a 4-point stance in the backfield.
Coach, you ain't got past that full house, huh?
No, I have not. And now to see the 4-point stance. Second down and 9 for Deerlake. Quarterback and fullback running to each other, but he's able to get outside. And that should have been a block in the back. That was not called. Deerlake picking up pretty good yardage. Down to the 45.
Coach, we got a little, the energy's come back in the game now from the injury that we had earlier. Coach, you did the research. Tell us about the injury that happened earlier.
Your man had a broken ankle.
Hey.
And so we're actually glad that it wasn't anything worse than that.
Yeah, it took him so long to get him off the field. We thought that it was a lot more serious than what it was. We're glad that that's what it was, that he was be okay.
Right, Deerlake with a big hole, but the running back not really able to get there.
All right, and we got your official throwing the same one that's throwing that flag. Well, we got 2 of them this time.
He actually grabbed him by the bottom of his jersey, Coach. But they called a horse collar, and he actually tackled him he was beneath the numbers on the jersey where he grabbed him. Wow.
He was running right at you. That's why I was wondering. I said, well, that's what he called?
Yeah, that's pretty bad call there.
It was.
That was pretty bad. Goodness gracious.
6-0. 56 seconds there, but talk about a quick moving quarter. And we now have a timeout. We're going to take a break.
Once again, today's Jamboree is
and we'll come right back.
Game of the week. It's being live streamed on Insights on Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to Insights on
And we're back. Nice drive.
And again,
he's getting that
tight end. Now, what I'm looking at, the adjustment defensively that needs to be made is going to take that tight end away, and let's see what you have left, because that's been the only plays that have been really effective for Deerlake.
And what adjustment would they do, Coach, to take the tight end away?
Well, the first things they need to do is not give him a free release off the line of scrimmage. Because he's just coming right out the line and not being
hit at all.
Not being hit at all. He's getting a free release. And so that's the very first thing that needs to happen. You need to jam that tight end at the line of scrimmage. He's not in now. So that takes that threat away. And they get it to the back.
So, Coach, was there a problem with the snap with Montford earlier? Because I see a coach is over here working with 54 with this snap. They're on the side working with it.
No problems with the snap. Just getting in the extra reps.
Okay.
I think it's an excellent idea. Good coaching.
Okay, that's the end of the first quarter with a 6-0 score. Insights taking a break with the team. We'll be right back.
An invitation to our Northside Kiwanis group. We are a lively group that meets at 7 a.m. They're called the Early Risers, and we have a lot of entertaining speakers. And we would just love to have everybody come out and join us for a free breakfast and hear a program.
Join us. Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us. Join us.
Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
You can even order hot H-A-W-C hot. Don't need to go to Jamboree. It's a great food. We can take it right from
And the energy has returned. Kids all excited. Ms. B was making a comment that this is more energy than what we've seen even with the high schools.
All right, here we go. Second down for Deerlake from the 10. Oh, they're running to each other. That's the second time that we've seen that happen today for Deerlake. Getting crossed up in the backfield. Supposed to go right, you go left, and end up running into your quarterback.
And, Coach, I can live with that because that's a very correctable error that'll come with timing and practice, and they'll have that ironed out by the time they play on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll get it worked out.
I know you're waiting to see if your tight end comes back so you can see if they're going back to the same play again.
No, he's not in there right now.
No, I'm saying to see.
Oh, yes, sir.
Back.
Yes, sir.
Well, we got timeout here?
Timeout by Montford.
Okay.
Not quite sure. We're coming out of breaks. We've seen that on occasion today, coming out of breaks, and we're calling timeouts right after the break.
You're right. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. And it appears that we have, at least it looks like we have the game tape back. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot explain what happened. I don't know what we were doing.
If you don't know how to do it, I say you don't know how to do it because you have to learn.
We got 6:38 left.
Yes. So teachers are very patient. They never want to see you fail. They always want to see you succeed.
You meet so many people. You get to experience so many things.
I love my teachers.
You know, he was engaging the students. He was really like in there and he loved it.
I learned this school.
It felt like a very safe place to be.
I'm hearing a lot of something. Don't know what that is from the microphone. Earl going the wrong way that time, Coach.
Yep, definitely did. Tried to reverse. That's why they call timeout. Had a little trickery going, but they got no treat. Montford gonna take over. They snuffed that reverse out and was able to make a play on the ball. And so with the 6-0 lead, they're gonna take over. These teams they're typically low scoring, aren't they, Coach?
Aren't they?
When they match up against one another.
And I was gonna say, you know, they're so evenly matched. Actually, they're good. Just even it seems like almost in talent and style.
Yep. The last few times we've seen them, this is what we've gotten. That was a bad snap, and the back had to wait for the ball. Here comes more laundry on the field. Lots of holding going on.
So are you seeing all this holding that they're calling, Coach?
I am not.
Okay.
You had a legal shift, and you had holding. And so they're going to decide which penalty they want to take. I'm probably pretty sure it's going to be the holding call that they'll decide to take.
And that's what they took. Good job, Coach. Your Raw and Cobb game is the one that's drawing a lot of interest in terms of your fans watching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure from Cobb. I don't think too many Raw fans want to see that nightmare again. That team was still asleep.
Said they were still asleep, huh?
Might have been stuck in a time warp. That I formation.
Stop, Coach. Stop.
Here we go, Montford. They didn't all get set. That should have been the penalty. But this is going to be a touchdown. He is going to take that 88 yards for the touch. He's definitely the best athlete on the field right now, Coach. No question about it. He's the best player on the field.
Yes. He took off there, Coach.
Yep, Samarion Robinson for Montford. Definitely the best player on the field.
Wow.
And, Coach, he actually was at Raw Middle School.
Was he?
Yes, sir. His 6th grade year, he was at Raw. So here we go. And Robinson, and he tries to get everybody involved. He tried to get his receiver involved there. He could have run for that 2 point.
That one, Coach. He really could.
He could have run for that 2 point conversion, but he tried to get his teammate involved. And I really like that. I like that by the young guy there. Not having, I don't have to do everything. I get my teammates involved, give them some opportunities. But incomplete pass, 12-0 Mustangs.
And we'll be back to start the next drive.
You get minutes, your 8 minutes. We ain't that doesn't mean it. Should have been a quarterback.
And we have a 12-0 score here.
Yep, 12 million the quarterback's number for Montford. Coach, he has to be about 6 feet tall.
Has to be, Coach. And did you see that Montford just added a player right at the snap? 5'12".
Yeah, he's a big quarterback. I'm looking at his arms. He's been in the weight room. He's developing really nice. 8th grade, he's going to be something. He's going to be one of those stars of the future that we talk about to look for.
See, here's another player running on the field late.
Oh, nice turn. Just a little too slow though. Yeah, as you say, Montford running guys in and out. They're trying to serve guys now with a 12-0 lead. And I think they're trying to serve between plays.
Got to sub quicker.
Yeah, they do.
See, they're going to make another sub. See, they're coaching them by only count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then they send the 11th guy out.
Well, Coach, I see why Miss B moved in the booth. That sun's coming back out.
Oh, that sun gets you out there, huh?
Oh, that cloud moved, Coach. He moved on me.
Look like your son moved on you, too.
Yeah, I've been abandoned.
Oh, Miss B up here mocking you. It ain't hot. It's a breeze.
Not anymore. Oh, this has been a really good day, Coach.
Oh, it's been a great day.
Middle School Jamboree Action 2019. Get ready for the regular season to start on Tuesday. I surely hope there are no more stoppages in this game.
Yeah, Coach, you can see the clock time to your right. What's our time like?
3:38 and counting.
Oh, okay. Then you got Florida and Miami tonight. Who you going with, Coach?
Well, I'm a Hurricane fan.
Oh, okay.
It's all about the U.
All about the U. Okay.
We'll see. New coach, new personnel. Suppose the red shirt freshman quarterback supposed to be pretty special.
We'll know quickly. He picking his way through.
Deerlake just doesn't have the team speed.
Coach, that looked like the old game of Pac-Man. You get through there and he's looking for the next spot to go. That's it.
Yep. That's just what I didn't need was a timeout.
No, you knew that was going to happen after you said so.
Water break.
And we're going to take a break. Get yourself some water.
The new school year is upon us, and we need you to stay vigilant. Our deputies have spent the summer surveying County streets and security improvement, but we need your help to have a safe school year. If you see something, say something. Trust your instincts and report it to authority. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's keep working to make Leon County a safer place to live, work, and play.
Deerlake trying to throw the pass, and the ball slipped out of his hands and went backwards.
The 7th grade quarterback, he lost that one. I still like some of what they're trying to run, Coach.
Yeah, they have some good design to their plays, just not executing right now.
Early.
Second and 10 to the 46-yard line.
And they are still young and little.
Yes, they are. And that's a fumble on the handoff. Montford player tried to pick it up, but he dropped it. Deerlake retains possession.
They brought my boy in a towel to dry his hands off. Coach, is about 6 of them. Look like they're all about 5'7". They might not bear the fruit that they want this year, but they're also setting it up pretty good for the future. They're little, but they're not afraid, Coach.
No, not at all.
And they eat up some time on that clock.
Yeah, they're in no hurry.
Yeah.
They're in no hurry. They're taking their time, very methodical in their approach.
Coach, we've seen some blowout games, so I mean they're being competitive in here. And in fact, this has been the closest game that we've had today. The next would be Swift Creek and Griffin was 14-0.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
He's going to
quarterback Keith.
Try to tuck it up under that arm there.
And just he was able to make him miss. Oh, nice. He got that big guy out of space, and he didn't have a chance.
Oh, Coach.
He didn't have a chance to make a play.
He ran a lot of yards. He made a V cut through there.
Down to the 29-yard line.
Down to the 29, Coach.
And another timeout, Deerlake.
Oh, yeah, Coach. You're trying to make sure they get this score this time. They're going to take a break. We'll take one, too.
With a reminder, the decisions you made can impact the rest of your life. One bad decision and don't make yourself a target. Protect your personal identity like your social security. Your future is a brave you want to be. Play hard, but work hard. I'm sure I'm walking here.
Subscribe to Insights, INSIIGHTS, Insights High School. Game of the week, now covering middle school.
And that was the final timeout for Deerlake. So everything they do, they're going to have to do it quickly. They're going to try to get on the board.
1:15 from the 27, 26, and we got an injury timeout. Injured player. For those of you who are watching, you may be new to following the Insights telecast, go down that right-hand corner, click subscribe, hit the bell so you'll know when we're doing the next game. You never know when your school is the one that's being shown. As we talked about in some of the earlier broadcasts, it's always positive to be able to have these young men, these young women being active in events, something that's positive, just showing their involvement doing sports, activity, learning discipline, perseverance. We always want to support these young men and these young women in the community. That is exactly why Insights is here, to promote them and bring them to you. Out here spending all day Saturday, televising and video streaming these games for you to see stars of the future today. Insights bringing this to you. Coach Earl, it's been fun to be with you today.
Yeah, it was. Likewise, Coach. Likewise. What do we have on tap coming up?
Florida, Miami.
All right.
Florida, Miami.
That sounds like a play-in.
Oh, Miss B up here, I guess she's a Gator fan.
Yeah. I don't dislike the Gators.
They say you don't dislike them, huh?
No, just like Miami a little bit more. That's all.
Okay. We got Madison County and Ricketts coming up in a week or two.
Okay, that's 2 weeks from now. Oh, goodness gracious. The tackle just annihilated the defensive end.
Oh, he made a move, Coach.
Yeah, made a miss. Another one. They might get in the end zone here. Listen, the tackle annihilated the defensive end.
Great block out here. You saw one you had to speak on it, didn't you?
Yes, goodness.
Oh, Coach. That clock is running, what's it, 55 seconds?
Yeah, 54.6.
12-6, Deerlake looking not to be shut out. Because they're trying to get it in the end zone. Love these little short guys still playing with heart, making a move, juking them in the open field.
And right up the gut, and he is in for 6.
Right up the gut.
That was nice for Deerlake.
It was. Montford allowing, some players to play to get in the game and compete.
Right.
And their second unit is about the size of what Deerlake is running out there.
Yep.
But still, a good opportunity for the Montford kids to get on the board. For Deerlake kids to get on the board, Montford to work on that depth and give people an opportunity to play.
All right, he gets to the edge. Can he get in? Yes.
Got in.
Got in for 2. And that's most likely going to be our final score. 12-8 for Montford, most likely.
Most likely. Most likely, Coach. And we'll get ready for the kickoff. Hold on, we'll be back. Coach, what was the intent of the timeout there?
Well, he had to change the possession. Did he indeed call timeout?
He called timeout.
Okay, he is trying to, I'm looking at them. He's getting his backups in the game. And here's a good one for you, Coach. He's calling for one of the players, and the dad in the stands had to call for his son to get up to the coach. So of course he's gonna give him an earful. How did I hear the coach calling you in the stands and you didn't hear him on the field?
Oh, Coach. Oh, Coach.
So he's got his backups in. Coach number 85 is at quarterback. They're gonna get one play out of this, and he'll get a false start.
We did.
Oh my goodness.
And then you've called him out, so he'll hear it again when they sit as a family and watch the game.
Yes, goodness gracious.
Boy, do you know that they talking about you? That was you.
Dad stood up and yelled at his son, and he finally got to the coach.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, coach called him 3 or 4 times.
Coach, that's pretty good.
Quarterback keeper had a collision there. That should be it, Coach.
Is that, Coach? Is that wishful thinking on your part?
Please spare us. They're going to try to line up and snap it one more time. But the players are so used to huddling up. They've not worked on how to get to the line quickly. You can tell that. So that's going to be the end of the game, Coach.
Hey, Coach, they were trying to get it in there, though.
Yes, they were.
Hey, you got a final score there, 12-8, and that concludes our coverage of the Leon County Middle School Jamboree. We must say we got a lot of thrills, spills, laughs, jokes, and encouragement. A lot of opportunities to see some of these future stars. Coach, anything you want to say in closing?
No, great opportunity for these kids to get out here and play. Great job by the coaching staff. Great job by everybody involved putting this event together, Mr. Ricky Bell and Mr. Scott Hansen. And we're looking forward to a great season of middle school action.
Absolutely. This is Mickey Clayton, the coach, and Earl LaPearl Hankerson saying goodbye.